Hi, my name is George Beckham, and I want to thank you for taking a minute to watch this brief video. You're probably watching this today because you received a letter in the mail from us telling you that you had unclaimed assets that needed to be claimed. Now, I'm sure when you received this letter, you're probably skeptical, and you have a right to be. I know I received a letter like this several years ago, and when I received it, I almost just put it in the garbage and thought it was some kind of scam and didn't follow up on it, but I'm really glad that I didn't do that. Now, the reason you receive this is throughout the United States today, there are literally billions of dollars in unclaimed assets that belong to individual people and businesses. In fact, there's approximately $33 billion in all 50 states today that remain unclaimed. Now, this money can come from a lot of different sources. It can come from inactive bank accounts that go dormant. They're turned over to the state. It could be old stocks, bonds, dividends, insurance policies, U.S. government savings bonds that have matured. There's just any number of sources where this money could come from. Inheritance money that you didn't know you had coming to you from relatives that have passed away. So there's just numerous sources for this money. Now, as I told you earlier, I'd received a letter in the mail telling me that I had $2,000 in an account, and all I had to do was sign a claim form and show proof of ID, and they would send me a check. Well, when I received this, I thought, first of all, I had no idea where this $2,000 would come from. I didn't have $2,000 that I didn't know about. Believe me, I kept tabs on my money. So I was very skeptical that this was real, thinking it was some kind of scam. But I showed the letter to my wife, and she says, "Well, are they asking you for any money?" I said, "No, they're just telling me to sign a claim form and show proof of ID, and they'll send me a check." And she says, "Well, if they're not asking you for any money, then what have you got to lose?" So I thought, well, that's probably true. So I signed the form, sent it back in, forgot all about it. And about 4 weeks later, I actually received a check in the mail for $2,000. And that check was from an insurance company that I had filed a claim on several years earlier. And when I'd filed the claim, they did a partial payment on the claim initially. And then a time period later, they had adjusted the claim upward, and there was $2,000 that they owed me. But in this interim, I had moved, and they were unable to find my forwarding address, so the check was returned to the insurance company. The insurance company was required to turn it back over to the state. Then the claim had to be filed with the state, and if it was not filed within a certain time period, then the state would actually inherit the money. We would forfeit the claim if it's not filed within a certain time period. So usually, in a lot of cases, there's a conflict of interest between the jurisdiction that's holding the money and them actually finding the person that the money belongs to and helping them file the claim. So that's what we do. We help people file these claims. So if you received a letter from us telling you that you had unclaimed assets that needed to be claimed, please don't ignore this. It's very real. Now, on our webpage here, we have an actual video page where there's several videos there that you can click on, and you can see people receiving money that they didn't know they had. And it's people just like you. They were totally surprised when they received this money. So if you have questions or concerns, and I'm sure that you do, I would encourage you to contact us with questions or concerns that you have. Just go to the contact page on our website. The information is there as to how to contact us. Please contact us with questions or concerns, because it's very real and it's your money. Now, if you're not the person we're looking for, please contact us too and let us know that. So again, we can't do anything until you take action. Follow the instructions that we sent you in this letter and return it to us, and we want to help you get a check in the mail.